Yeah,
hardcore
what?
seeing
That
nerds.
AIs aren't normal guys? What?
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 Several hours passed of saying what.
What?
It just seemed like it was about time for the sun to be setting. In the dark depths of the ocean, my sense of time had eroded. I checked the time on my PDA, finally making sure it was night. Still, nothing in the mood changed. No one showed up to visit us, but things hadn't taken a turn. Okay, restart. But things hadn't taken a turn for the worse either. There didn't seem to be any impeding danger of floor or collapse. We each spent the time as we pleased. We had long forgotten that we were trapped. I decided to go see Sora.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was a little confused. Still, Sora was an AI. I wanted to know what RSD was. It might be something I shouldn't even bother worrying about, but I wanted to ask Sora about it. Without really understanding what she was all about, I didn't think I would know how to act around her, Sora. Can you tell me more about RSD? You got my interest perked, and I want to know more about you.
I understand.
God damn it.
But rattling off a bunch of jargon won't do you much good, will it? I might just confuse you more.
Well, I'm no technician, but if you start
say.
start throwing out a bunch of technical terms, I'll just get lost.
I see. So you were completely lost when I was conversing with Sugumi.
Yeah, I had no clue what you two were saying.
Did
I
this guy
scratched
even
my-
go to school? Like,
No, probably not.
did
I
they not
realized-
have school? Do we not have school in 2017?
That's pretty
God.
low. Wait, how are the people who are in school right now? Like early years. Oh,
Wait, so this takes place in 2015?
17.
Oh, 2017. So in 2 years, schooling, well 3, schooling's just fucked.
Yep. Screw schooling. Anyway.
I scratched my head. I realized that I was blushing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
Sora looked apologetic. No, that was a good comeback.
A good comeback. What is a good comeback?
Okay, I have a complaint here. Why is she suddenly acting all AI-ish now, when before she wasn't?
No, she always acted like this.
No, she's never asked a question like this before. She's all acting AI-ish now.
Well,
that we know.
nobody's. Well, first of all, she's barely been with us.
Yeah, sure, we didn't see much of her. Besides when she's
All she does
laying
is
out
just
exposition.
explain shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sora looked confused. It's when you say something to needle the person you're talking with or to make a sharp or witty comment that makes them feel awkward.
I see. Gee, I really am sorry, Takashi.
You don't have to apologize. It didn't hurt my feelings or anything.
Are you sure?
I don't mind. It was fun, okay?
Making a person feel awkward is funny?
Really? Where have you been? It is hilarious.
That seems to be a contradiction.
It is, but it's not. It depends on the time and the place.
No, it's appropriate all the time.
That's difficult. It is hard for me to comprehend the concept of nice comeback.
Forget about it. It's not like you... Never mind. Knowing that Sora was the product of artificial intelligence, I was impressed that she was even able to register a joke. I wondered if I hadn't tossed out that can of cola to Sora. If I hadn't tossed that can of cola to Sora, if I would still be thinking that she were a human. To get back to what we were talking about, can you tell me more about RSD?
Yes. Let's see. Let me try explain using specific examples.
Yes, please. Sora and I headed from the rest area to the control room. As we walked, Sora started speaking.
Takashi, can you see me?
I can't.
Yeah, I see you, no problem.
And I can see you as well. I'm standing right next to you. You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Positive.
But
Suddenly, Sora faced me and reached out toward me. And then... Whoa!
Whoa!
Sora's hand slipped without resistance into my chest. Kalima. Reflexively, I tried to grab her arms, only my hands met with nothing. My hands were in front of my chest, but there was nothing there.
yes, you are seeing me. However, I am not right next to you.
Wait, does this mean she can go inside anyone?
Oh.
Oh.
Saying this, Sora pulled her hand back.
Wait, if she goes inside someone, can she see inside them?
I think by see, she means she can just see through the cameras and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
RSD stands for Retinal Scanning Display. We actually have those.
Okay.
The display device is not actually a display. Rather, a weak laser is aimed at the retina.
Where's this laser?
Retina? You mean my eye?
Yes. In the ceiling of each room and corridor are semiconductor laser output devices. So the image is being directly reflected to your retina.
Image?
Yes. My image. Now I want to point out a flaw. What if you're standing directly over the laser?
What?
Or you like break line of sight with the laser?
Hmm.
What if you can't? What if the laser goes through things?
It's a laser.
Oh, wait, how many lasers are there in one room? There's like 1,000 people in one room. Are there 1,000 lasers?
Directly on my retina.
Okay then!
Holographic screens typically allow for the objects behind them to be visible. This system uses the eyeball as a virtual screen and continuously sends an image synthesized with the background scenery.
Wait, can cameras see her then?
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, what about your voice? It sounds like your voice is coming from where your mouth appears. We arrived at the rest area and I sat on a nearby bench. Sora continued standing in front of me. Sora, why don't you sit down?
Okay, I'm gonna point out that she can't sit down, but for the sake of...
Yeah.
I don't get tired, so I'm fine standing.
I understand that, but it makes me uneasy. It makes me feel like you're straining yourself or something.
She just sit down. What are you
Is
talking
that
about?
right? Then excuse me.
Sora slowly sat down to the left of me.
See, she can sit down.
I didn't feel the bench move under her weight, but looking at her, she was definitely sitting.
We were talking about my voice.
That's right.
It's getting destroyed for doing her voice for so long. Have you ever heard 3D sound?
3D sound.
So that's 3D.
Have you ever listened to music using headphones?
Headphones.
This is 2017.
They still use headphones? Wait.
Of course I have.
When you do, where does it sound like the music is coming from?
Inside my head, I guess.
No, it kind of feels like it's coming from the headphones, actually. So, I don't know.
No, I get it in my head. That's right. Most people hear the sound as if it were... Most people hear the sound as if it is reverberating inside the center of their head towards the back. But the sound is not actually coming from inside your head.
How do you know?
I guess not.
But if you could apply this knowledge and adjust the volume from left and the right to accurately simulate this reverberating sound, then you could create the illusion that a sound wave was coming from any direction, above or below, left or right.
I see. Oh, so you mean the voice converter? I still had both of them in my ears. I removed them. They were about the size of the tip of my little finger. In front of me, Sora's mouth moved soundlessly. It was like I couldn't hear her voice.
Oh.
That wasn't all. Then her image started to get a little fuzzy. Huh? When I replaced the voice converters, Sora returned to normal.
Hold on, who was that person in that opening scene where she was explaining stuff? Was that you or Sora?
What?
Sora.
That was Sora, yeah.
But we didn't have our things in for some of it, right?
No, I think we had to put them in the moment.
Yeah, you had to put them in before you came in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we could hear her joke so clearly. Okay, I see. I see. The joke.
The joke.
The joke.
The image's position is based on the location of the voice converters. So wherever you stand and whichever direction you face, Lemay is constantly using sensors around the complex that monitor the position of voice converters to the millimeter. So that when I am 60 feet behind you, my voice will sound as if I'm exactly 60 feet behind you. Why would you want that? If she needs to talk to you, why not just...
Because it makes her look like a person.
But what if there was an emergency?
And she didn't probably turn that off.
When I'm to the right, it sounds to the right. When I'm to the left, it sounds to the left.
But what is left?
I was gonna go break out into a dance, but whatever.
What?
Never mind. When I'm under you, it sounds like moaning.
Under? When you are under...
Oh.
Well. Anyway.
Ellipses. Oh, wait.
That is how it works. Do you understand?
Ellipses.
Takashi, now try to face a little to the left.
I faced to the left, as she said. Sora stood and moved around to my right.
Just a moment ago, I said that Lemay is constantly monitoring your position and the direction you're facing. At the same time, Lemay is also monitoring the position of your eyeballs.
Oh. Well, wait. Don't people have different head shapes?
Yes.
So when that...
So even when you move, I still appear in the same place. This means that Lemay scans the image onto your eye in this way.
So you can be made to suddenly disappear or reappear in another place.
Do you want to see it?
What?
No, I think I'll pass.
I want to see it.
I do too. I heard someone run. I heard someone coming, running. Someone ran at us.
Oh, Takapion!
Penny!
The small footsteps were those of Coco and Pee-Pee.
Hey, Takapion. Have you seen Sora around?
What are you talking about? She's right in front of you.
Right in front? But there's nobody here.
I'd like
Huh?
to point out that they're just making this scene to make a point.
Yeah, no. Coco tilted her head questioningly as she said this.
Oh well, see you later.
After
Wow.
looking around us, Coco left.
Okay then.
Wow, she's... Wow.
So, Sora was still standing right next to me. Coco hadn't been able to see Sora. No, that wasn't it. So that's it. So Yor was not being scanned on her...
What?
So Yor not... Oh, Yor was not being scanned onto her retina?
There you go. Typos
She
and
not
all.
see you?
You're quick on the pickup.
What?
Normally, my image is scanned on the eyes of all 5 of you. It is coordinated so that it looks to everyone like I'm in the same place, doing the same movement and saying the same thing. But it is also possible to show you something else. For example...
Oh, Sora, there you are.
Coco's voice came from behind me. Looking back, I saw Coco looking toward the flower bed and speaking. Oh, so to Coco, it looks like Sora is front of the flower bed, huh? Hey, Sora. I didn't see Sora anywhere.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to you. Huh? No, that's not what I... Oh, I see. You want me to bring it?
Oh. What's going on? Coco was continuing her conversation with Sora.
Okay, I understand. I'll go tell Naku. I'll see you later.
Coco ran off somewhere. Pee-Pee followed her.
So I can do this kind of thing as well.
What kind of thing? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Sora's... It's like teleporting. Sora suddenly appeared before me. What? It's kind of like you're a ghost.
Oh, didn't we?
Dun dun dun. Yes, I hear that a lot. Being in the same place and looking at the same thing. Only some people can see it, and other people can't.
Oh.
I've never seen one, but if ghosts really do exist, I imagine they exist much in the way that I do.
She's a ghost.
Now I get it.
That's hot.
But there is something that bothers me.
What is it?
Sora, so you can't be in more than one place at a time. For example, you couldn't be in one room talking to me and another talking with Coco.
Theoretically, it is possible. However, the way that I am designed, I can't do that.
Why not?
I imagine it is to help maintain an image of reality for visitors. So that there's only one Sora in the world. Without that kind of setting, visitors would get confused. That, and it was the policy of my designer. The policy of designer was to create me as a character with an independent personality. That reminds me, I've heard the same thing about the United Land characters. I don't know what that is. There's only one of each character in the park. Like in a story, there can't be any one character in two places at the same time. Well, I could write one.
God damn it.